and welcome to part 2 of what to look for when buying a used computer. Here's the basic minimum spec to look for when buying a used computer. Windows XP Pro or Windows XP Home is fine. Service Pack 2, look for Service Pack 2 so you can get all your online updates. Any older versions you'll have problems with. Pentium 4, that's your processor speed. Either a Pentium 4 or Celeron is fine, or an AMD Athlon. The faster the processor speed, you'll be able to go online easier. When you're surfing high-speed broadband or high-speed internet, you're best off with a faster processor. So Pentium 4 is best. Memory, again, the more memory you have, the better it is. You can open up more applications, more games. That's basically your desktop. Go for a minimum of 256 or 512. You'll need that to properly run Windows XP. Your hard drive, the bigger the hard drive the better. That's your permanent file storage of all your photos, files, documents. It's your long-term storage. The bigger the better. It's got to have 2 USB ports. That's to rig up digital cameras, printers, your mobile cell phones, etc., etc. It should have a CD-ROM at the very least, preferably DVD-ROM or DVD rewriter, or CD rewriter is better yet. There's your minimum spec there. Give you sort of a minute to jot that down. We'll go back to that in a minute. What you'll see out in the used market is you don't see too many of these anymore. That's your typical desktop office type PC with a monitor sits on top. There's your CD-ROM drive. Look for the small writing there. That's all this has basically. It's a Pentium 4. This came out of an office and I just recently refurbished it and upgraded it. It'll probably go for about 60-70 pounds. That's your old CRT type monitors. There's still quite a few of these around, cheap and cheerful. That's like a 17-inch CRT. Obviously the disadvantage of these are quite a big one. They take up a lot of desk space. These are going for about 15 pounds. Because I'm based in the UK, just to clarify something, £1 is worth about $2 American or Canadian. Right, there's your TFT flat screen monitor. That's a 15-inch. That's the same viewing area as your 17-inch CRT. Obviously this takes up a lot less desk space and it's a lot easier on your eyes as well. That's your 15-inch. That's going for about 40 pounds roughly. I wouldn't pay much more than that. Your 17-inch TFT, better yet, that would be going for about 70 pounds. Over here you've got your typical desktop tower type PC with your DVD rewriter drive, DVD-ROM, and down here you've got your USB port. That's what to look for. That small little sort of rectangular slot. Definitely got to have 2 of them. This one here is on the front. That's to hook up your digital camera to. Download all your photos. The advantage of the tower PC is you've got all your more expansion slots on the back here. There's your graphics card. That's an additional feature. And you've got your Ethernet port there to rig up your high-speed internet broadband, and more USB ports there, plus your keyboard and mouse and your switch for the power supply. That's quite handy. Also look inside the PC if you can. Most of them unscrew at the back. There's usually just 2 screws. You want to make sure that there's not an excessive amount of dust at the bottom of the machine. That's not a good sign. That means it's been not very well looked after and been in more of an industrial shop type garage environment. You also want to find out where the machine's been stored. If it's been stored in an attic, garage, basement, whatever, that's not very good. It's been subjected then to usually excessive moisture and dust, which is going to shorten the life of your PC. Here's a fairly sort of a bit of an older compact laptop now. It's only a Pentium 3. Again, like I said, I recommend Pentium 4 really. 20 gig hard drive. It's 384 of memory, which is not too bad. It's a good enough basic machine to take on the road with you to catch up with work. That screen is, I believe, a 15-inch screen there. On this side here where the pen is, you've got your, again, the Ethernet networking port to rig up your high-speed internet broadband. Plus you've got 2 USB ports there, which is quite handy. On the other side you've got your DVD ROM drive. I would prefer it if it had a CD rewriter, that'd be great. But it's good enough to take on the road. So basically this will conclude video 3. Sorry, video 2. We'll look out for you in part 3, where we're going to actually go out and test a PC, and we'll see how they run, what to look out for. And that video 3, I will show you on the computer. We're going to turn it on, test it, and I'll show you where to actually find all this stuff here, all the specs we've been talking about, your processor speed. I'll show you where to find the memory to confirm it. We'll check the hard drive size. It's not a big deal, very basic. Thanks for watching. We'll look out for you in video 3. Thanks. And